2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
She might not go no further than that door. You better come on, go get it.
One of these little pink diamonds. And we've sort of used this pink diamond theme throughout this afternoon. We have them on the table to celebrate her 90th birthday. And centered right there in front of her is one of these pink diamonds. If it were a real diamond, I wouldn't be holding it because I couldn't afford it. I could only imagine what a diamond of this size could cost. It would be more than we could afford. It would be valuable. It gives off great beauty. It reflects the light. You should have seen this thing in the sunlight. And when I thought about the life of Mrs. Walton, I realized that she really was a gem that we've had the honor of having all to ourselves for lo these 90 years. She really is a diamond. To those of us who have known her as a family member, she's been a diamond. To those of us who've known her as a teacher, she's been a diamond. To those of us who've known her as a church member, she's been a diamond. First of all, because it's valuable. Each and every one of our lives have been touched this afternoon because of the efforts of Ms. Walton. That's why we're all here. We can't put a price on it. When I think back upon the lessons that I've given there at Washington Elementary School, it's been burned down a long time ago, but those of us who had to walk down Washington's hallways when O.W. Sadbury was principal, and Miss Walton and Miss Callier ran first grade like a boot camp. Amen. You used to beg your mama, please take me to the nice teacher row. The nice teacher row was Miss Clarabelle Smith and Miss Walton and Miss Davis, and you prayed that you did not get the mean teacher row, Miss Callier, because you knew that she used that bolo bat on you. But for those of us who survived Washington Elementary, we realized that we had something put into us that time is not able to take out of us. Because we lived at a time when teachers poured themselves into you. And so when you left their classrooms, you did not just leave knowing your ABCs. You left their rooms knowing the ABCs of life. And so they were valuable. Then too, a diamond reflects light. I'm a witness that the light that Miss Walton has reflected for 90 years has not been the light of Jessie Mae Walton, but it's been the light of her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Anybody that knows anything about asteroids will tell you that the moon gives off no light of its own. It's just a reflection of the light of the sun. That's the light that Ms. Walton has shared with us. It's not our own light, but it's the light of the Son of God. And we're just so glad today that we've taken the time to give you your flowers while you can smell it. That's why we've gathered here today. We have got testimonials from your grandchildren to the governor. All of it, though, is just our way of saying we love you. We're not going to wait to where you can't hear the words, smell the flowers, see the people gathered. We stop today to say how much we love you. And that's what this occasion is all about, that we have come to honor someone who's poured so much of themselves into us.
From the beautiful head of gray to the bottom of her feet, nothing but beauty. God blessed us with an educator, piano teacher, family reunion queen, a Labor Day barbecue planner, a doll store owner, a gardener, and one that will correct you when you misuse the English language. Mrs. Jessie Mae Walton married to Otis T. Walton at the Shiloh Baptist Church on June 7, 1942, where Pastor C.H. Durden officiated. This sister's wedding dress and ceremony was so fly that it made it to the newspaper. Reporters spoke of each intricate detail of the wedding gown to how the church was decorated. All shooky now. Investing time and patience into her grandchildren, telling the boys not to give any wood nickels, and for the girls not to take any. So many years of dedication to her family and the community around her. So today, saluting a remarkable woman was not only easy but an honor. I was always told to give a person their flowers while they are still alive. So if you will all stand to your feet and show some love to Miss Jessie Mae Walton.
Certificate that the Texas flag herewith presented by Representative Fred Brown was flown at the Capitol of the sovereign state of Texas in honor of Mrs. Jessie Mae Hunter Walton.
I, D. Mark Conley, Mayor of the City of Bryan, and I, Randy Sims, Brazos County Judge, honor and salute your efforts, dedication, and commitment to the city and community of Bryan, Texas.
In appreciation for your dedication, support, 83 years in membership and service at Shiloh Baptist Church, January the 1st, 2010.
To all whom these presents shall come, congratulations to Jessie Mae Hunter Walton as you celebrate your 90th birthday. As you celebrate among family and friends, I am certain that this wonderful day will offer a wealth of treasured memories. This special occasion will for personal achievements and reminisce about cherished moments with loved ones. Have fun and rejoice in your love and commitment to the ties that bind. First Lady Anita Perry joins me in wishing you good health and happiness in the years to come. Governor of Texas, Rick Perry. This certificate of recognition presented with congratulations to Jessie M. Walton on the occasion of her 90th birthday, January 1st, 2010. Brazos County Retired School Personnel, December 16, 2009.
In recognition and gratitude for 34 years of an educator helping to achieve great public schools for every student. This is presented by Dennis Van Bokel, President, National Education Association. From NIA, the National Education Association. Dear Ms. Walton, on behalf of the National Education Association, happy 90th birthday. I want to also offer my sincere appreciation for your past service in Bryan Independent School System. For 34 years, you displayed an unwavering dedication to your profession and undoubtedly touched the lives of many students throughout the years. We commend you for your tremendous commitment to the public education and the vision of the great public school for every student. Thank you, Jessie Mae Walton, for your services, and happy birthday. This is from Willie J. Taylor of AANHS, Chairman of Board, and Willie Pruitt, Founder.
Congratulations from the President of Prairie View A&M University. Faith is the first factor in a life devoted to service. Without it, nothing is possible. With it, nothing is impossible.
Grandma, your granddaughters want to start off our tribute to you with this article that I found in my mom's Bible. And this article was from the Bryan, whatever the paper was called back then. It was June 18th of 1942. So I thought, I wonder who they're talking about. So I started reading it. And it says, Mr. and Mrs. Willie Hunter gave their only daughter, Jessie Mae, in marriage to Otis Walton, Sunday, June the 7th. The ceremony took place at Shiloh Baptist Church, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to skip all that and get to the point as to why your granddaughters are standing here. It says, the bride came in on the arm of her uncle, Jesse Hunter, wearing white Duchess satin gown, cut on torso lines, with sweetheart necklines and a short train with a profusion of veiling flowers, gracefully from a headdress of white carnations. The bride designed and made her lovely gown. Ms. Hunter is an instructor in the local school system. Mr. Walton is a successful storekeeper, both the graduates from Prairie View, blah, blah, blah. But the point is, when we looked at how in this paper it talked about how you made your own gown, how it was spun and everything. And as your granddaughters, we want to thank you for teaching us fashion. From back in the day when you took me to Edges and you bought me my little pearl purse, pink pearl purse, the square one, to telling us the things that we should and should not wear and what you wear here and what you don't wear there. And we just thank you for instilling that in us. And we hope that when we're 90, we're just as beautiful as you are.
We love you, Grandma.
Grandma, I remember being young and trying to run outside with the boys and pick pears and rake leaves. Grandpa be like, get in that house with your grandma. And I wanted to be outside with my brothers, but I would sit and lean on that counter and watch you cook. And to this day, Grandma, I do things I didn't even know I knew how to do just by watching you, and I thank you. And I thank you for being the rock of our family, Grandmother. You are a beautiful woman, as educated as you are. You make me strive every day to continue to be educated and reach out to others to do so as well. So I thank you, Grandma, and I love you.
Well, I'm William. I'm the baby. I've always been called. And first of all, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for coming. It's really special to us. See you again in 10 years. You are invited back. Walita asked me to give her something about my mom, and I can remember something about myself. When I was getting ready to go into the first grade, they had planned that, remember that other teacher he was talking about in the first grade? They put me in her class. And I cried and I put up such a fuss that finally they relented and put me in my mama's class. I saw no reason why my mama was right over there and I wasn't in her class. So I got in her class, and at a very early age, she taught me to be really careful what you ask for. But it's something that I cherish to this day. And my mother was my first grade teacher, and it's something I will always cherish. So I just want to say, I love you. No queen of a nation, no president I would choose as my mother over you. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. Just want you all to know that we are members of Charlotte Baptist Church, and we always wanted to sing. And we couldn't sing. But Ms. Walton put up with us. She said, if you want to sing, baby, I'll play for you. So she played for us, and we became the gospel chorus. She started that group at Shiloh, and she played for us as long as she could put up with us. Miss Walton, we love you. If it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't be where we are today. And another
patient, so loving, and so giving. And I remember one day, Kathy and I was staying in this duplex, and she came over because she wanted to teach my mother to sing a song. And they were in there singing, "He'll Open Doors for Me." Lord, if I didn't laugh, that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. But Miss Walton kept telling her, "Miss Alexander, you sound good."
I did take piano lessons, and I participated in, and I was old too. In the piano, oh, I'm still old. And I participated, and I laughed at myself more than anybody. Stop laughing, Kathy, at yourself. You're doing good. She made me feel so good, but I knew I wasn't doing good. And me and Miss Walton have a club, the Senior Moment Club. I took her position. I'm the president of it. And she's riding on my back as the first vice president. We talk all the time. She's my favorite email person in the world. She's my mentor, And when I grow up, I'm gonna be just like her.
I can remember during piano lessons, I would come in and I know I had ballet, tap, jazz, track, choir rehearsal, and quite frankly, piano wasn't always at the top of my list at first. And I would come in and the first note I would hit, you would say, "You didn't practice, did you?" And I would always try to slide by you and pretend as if I'd practice hard. Like, I would get maybe 15 minutes in right before practice, and I would come in and try hard to fool you, and I never could. And you would say, "Sit up straight, take a deep breath, and I'll be right back." I am blessed to be here and celebrate your 90th birthday with you, and I will be here next year again.
And that cake creation that you see in the back was also done by yours sweetly, and yours sweetly, raise your hand. That was actually done by Miss Walton's granddaughter, Valita.
My name is Greg Morris, and I've been neighbor with Miss Walton for about 47, so I've been a neighbor for 47 years. And I'd like to say that I've enjoyed every moment of it, from the times I come over for Christmas and eat every day, and New Year's and eat, and you invited me, you and Mr. Walton. The whole Walton family has been great to me and my family on Highway 21. And I'd like to say that I've enjoyed you very much, and I had to come down from Fort Worth just to say that, and I'll be coming over.
I want to say happy birthday to Grandma. How old are you now, Grandma? I love you, Grandma, baby.
I'm Lonnie Hunter. I'm Jessie Mae's sister. I've known her for 66 years. 66 of the best years she's had. She was really more of a friend to my mother until I got grown. But she has always been an inspiration, great sister, great somebody to gossip with and talk about OJ with and talk about the things that happen to us in life.
Great Grandma, we thank you for everything you've done. We thank you for teaching. Great Grandma, I love you.
One thing I'd like to say, I was sitting here and I was thinking to myself, I was like, what story can I think about that my grandmother has, put a memory in my life? And when I graduated, my grandma gave me a Bible, and she told me wherever I go to keep that Bible with me, no matter where I go. So I just want to thank you for that, Grandma, and happy birthday.
Yes, I'm Brandon, one of her youngest grandchildren. I just remember so many things. I remember coming home, it was probably back in 95 or something, and come home from school every day and she'll try to teach me something. Whatever I decide to do, she's always behind me, and I just want to tell her I love her and happy birthday, and I thank her for everything.
Hey, Vadil. That's how I speak every time I call Vadil on the telephone. She know it is Charles. But I see where you get Joe's credit from. You have so many wonderful friends. That's where it comes from. And every day I learn something from you. That's what I learned today. You have good friends. You have a long and blessed life. So now I got that lesson. I'm still teaching. Now, this is part of my security team. I'm not be a politician or want to be or whatever. But all the different stories from all the different friends, first grade, I really didn't know William called his way into staying in Vadil's class. And she wouldn't put me back in her class. She put me in Miss Collier's class and left with her. Miss Collier, she had a way of throwing that in with a wooden policeman or something. And she knew you so well that if you think you go duck that way, you duck right in time. And so she knew where to put me. You know, and it kind of stuck with me. You know, what? Hey, if you do this, there's gonna be some consequences. So it's been a good ride so far. I'm gonna ride some more. All right. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Love you.
All of you, everybody, for coming, taking time out. That shows you that God has really blessed me. He has blessed all of us, but I'll say me because I didn't know I had this many friends so close to me. I knew I had some, like Rose, and all the shallow people, but I didn't know I had this many friends who would come together. She's like a mother. She got all of you together. I know something was going on, but I didn't know what. Well, now what? I never expected this many people to be together. And every time I would mention somebody like Miss Zipporah's pastor, he was along with my boy Charles, and I just love him. Some of his close friends call him Bone, but I call him Maurice. Elder Maurice Green. How she got him, I don't know, and a lot of others, but it's all been a blessing from God. God has blessed me when I wasn't aware of it. I knew it. I'm going to try to finish without crying. But through good times, through bad times, through negativeness, through sickness, through death, through surgery, through chemo treatments, through radium treatments, all disappointments, good things, happiness. God blessed me through all that. He's a good God.
If it hadn't been for your spirit and just how you are in general, you wouldn't have all these people here. And you just said that you didn't know you had this many friends. This was the cutoff. It was other people who wanted to come and couldn't come. And thank you to Brenda and Claudette for being at the door. If you didn't have your invitation, you wouldn't come in here. So, you have a lot more friends than this. This is just all I can handle at the moment. So, I want to also thank my husband for just being behind me while I was just doing everything and spazzing out at times trying to pull this together. Thank you to everyone that's on the program. On the back with the special thanks, and you guys know why you guys have a special thank you. And Brenda, Claudette, again, thank you for helping out this morning. Marty, thank you for helping out this morning. Uncle Jack, thank you for helping out this morning. And Uncle Jack, thank you for when I called you and said, can you be the master of ceremony? You said, just tell me what you need. And that beautiful flower arrangement that you have sitting on the table with the fancy vase and everything, that was him as well. Darius. Grandma, I asked Darius would he play. You didn't notice that Darius was back there on the baby grand serenading everybody. And I said, Darius, how much you gonna charge me? He said, I'm doing that for Miss Walton. I'm not charging you anything. And he was more than happy to do it. Even sent me a text message, what time do I need to be there? And I'm Kelvin. Thank you, the photographer. I asked him, can you do pictures? He said, I was invited to the party. I'm coming with my camera anyway. So we already know how beautiful his pictures turned out on his 90th birthday. So thank you to all of you.